There you go.
It is 5:30. We'll call the meeting to order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so updates to the agenda. We have fire station and snowmobile trail. We have the correct of the grand list acreage on Creamery Street property. We have an appointment of a cemetery commissioner. And do we have any other updates to the agenda?
Don't think so.
Public comment. I'm just checking to see if anybody.
No, you're actually, I'll put you underneath the snowmobile club thing that we're gonna talk about.
Do we want to put that first?
Yeah, I would just go ahead and do that.
So
first.
moving on
So
to
Stacey doesn't have to sit with us all this time, and Rick.
Oh, let's make
the fire station and snowmobile trail.
that's things.
I included a sheet from last year that had all the roads that were open. And there's no changes.
Yes, and actually, this was kind of a mistake on my part. I told him that he needed to ask for the roads to be open, but I think we made it last year where they don't actually have to ask for that if they're not making any changes. So that we don't really have to have a motion on, but Stacy probably can help fill us in on the issue with the Derby Club. I assume they're not coming tonight.
No. So. After I had talked to you, I got a hold of Sean Selby and he actually met with Rick. And walked through where the signs and where the trail should go in front of the firehouse that he was happy with.
That was a while ago, we did it. So let me start from the beginning then.
Okay.
Last year, when they bought the house across the street, Richard had come and said, can we come up across through the parking lot? I said, if you go to the town, I don't have permission, it's town property. I said, it's fine with me. So they did it, so I assumed they'd come to you people. But last year it got so going through when we were having meetings, they were brushing up against the building to get between cars. So I said, this year, assuming they had permission, I'd rather have you go across the front than squeeze through our cars when they're parked there. So I went with Sean, I said, hug the flagpole and go across the front out that way, it'd be better than trying to squeeze through. But that's all under the assumption that they had come to you people, because I don't have power to obviously give them permission to use the land. I said, if you go to them and it's whatever, we'll make it work. So this year I did meet with Sean. I said, hug the flagpoles, go through the front. That's where I was left, assuming you guys are good with it.
I
Yeah,
don't remember them ever.
I've never been.
The Derby, no, they've never been to one of the
No.
meetings.
So that's how I get mixed up in the message. I said, if you got permission, I can't say yes or no. So if you get permission, then that would work better for me out front going across and trying to squeeze through when we're having meetings.
So, do we still have a crossing at Alder Street to the Kingdom Market?
Yeah.
So why do we have two crossings?
Because you can't get from the trail to Alder Street unless you go back behind the firehouse into the Kingdom Market.
They cross right there at the American Legion to get on Alder Street that way. That's the only access, Mike, for that. They have to come out on the Legion side between Kingdom and the Legion.
So they have to cross over to cross back over.
Yes.
Oh, because you can't go up railroad. Is that why? Just.
Yeah, you're not supposed, they won't let you
can't go
go
up.
railroad.
Oh, yeah, because it's. okay.
State won't allow that. They've tried that down by the school and
Yeah.
it's just not working.
Technically, to use like the ATV trail, you still have to go down Railroad Street, cross to get up.
I was saying, in
Well,
order
I
to
think-
get to
Yeah,
where
but I
he
think
is.
the
you have
state
to-
let them do that for this year, didn't they, or something?
Well, the ATV,
Yeah.
I mean, for snowmobiles,
Snowmobiles,
they would
yeah.
have to go down Railroad Street a little ways to cross and then go up that trail behind the firehouse.
Right.
But
Okay,
either way, they
so-
go up the sidewalk or down the sidewalk, but if they don't. go through the fire-
I'm very confused about what's going on.
I'm confused too, because I'm not a snowmobiler, so I don't understand how the trail works.
Well, go ahead, Stace.
This fire station.
Right, there's the fire
Right,
station.
so the trail they had to cross Alder Street, go up behind the fire station and behind the Legion to get to Kingdom Market. to go to Alder Street. Am I correct?
Yeah, where is Meadow Street here?
We're way down the
Way
pike
down.
down.
Okay, so anyhow, the snowmobile trail comes off of Meadow Street through the swamp in the back. And then this is the firehouse, right?
Right,
Right.
And I believe it was this house
yes.
that they tore down.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes across to here. So last year it went back this way.
It went down the road further. They never came across in front of that driveway. It went down towards my mother's house, Stacy, and then out of my mother's driveway where my sister lives now. They used to come out of McMahon's driveway and that one, and then they went up back at the fire station.
Right. But
But this year,
What they're saying this year is,
Yeah.
he's saying this year, but doing.
when they,
Now,
Well, last year, as soon as Giuliano bought that house, they used that yard and went straight across into the fire station up through the parking lot. So I had assumed they'd asked you people. They came to us and so that's what they did last year, and that just didn't work going through when we were having meetings.
No,
You know, we don't have much parking as it is, and snowmobiles trying to squeeze.
So now they come up and they're cutting straight across in
So-
front.
I believe this is the house that Giuliano bought and torn down. So the trail comes back through the swamp here, comes up and crosses the road to right here. So what Sean and Rick worked out was to come across here and then come around to the back.
So,
The two evils, that's what I said would work, but that's all on the assumption you people are giving them permission.
my concern is in the event that you have to get the fire
Oh.
trucks out. I mean, I know they're moving in theory there, like they're not parking.
Yeah, and I had told Sean that, and I
But-
also said that's gonna be really, that's kept really well sanded, so.
All it
Big
takes is
round
one
and-
person stopping. And then, you know, when you're crossing a road, right, you stop and you've got a jam up and then you're trying to deal with fire trucks and all this because there's no sirens in town to say, yo, there was a fire.
Yeah.
And is that driveway paved? No, okay, for some reason I had it in my head that it was paved. And,
it's well sanded though.
but there's like, there's
well, it's
Potential
pretty much just for access. It's not like they're, right?
It's
Just to get-
access going across to get to the Kingdom Market.
Right.
My problem would be if if it was a fire call and somebody was coming into the fire station from one direction, they were going the other and they meet head on. You got a problem.
Well, that could happen with anything. That could happen with.
You
I understand that.
down the road.
But this is an accident looking for a place to happen,
But
Stacy. This
this-
is,
this is an
this is an
emergency-
emergency.
Driveway.
Yeah, this is an emergency place here. This is what my concern's about.
I would love to see you folks find a different spot.
Well, then you're gonna have to let them go down the road. And then you can tell Maria that nobody can go to Kingdom Market because you didn't open it.
All they gotta do is go to the state of Vermont, see if they can go down the road, but they're not gonna allow them to do it.
So they don't.
They're not
I
gonna
mean,
go
I-
there.
We don't want to go down. That's.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's that's the way
a
that it
town
was
highway.
right now.
It's a town, that's what I thought. It is a
I
town.
don't believe you're gonna, all right, then I don't believe you're gonna see that happen. No, I think the state's gonna get involved with that. They won't let them use it from the school up into the Meadow Street.
Yeah, but
That's
different.
The state highway.
This
starts.
is the town.
Town road.
This is town road.
Railroad Street is town road till just past Meadow Street.
Then,
You know, it would be a town issue, not a state issue.
okay,
Is there enough of a shoulder on the road if they were to come up to stay off the sidewalk and not impede traffic?
On Railroad Street?
No.
There's not enough of a shoulder, is there?
no room at all.
It's barely enough.
I mean,
Yeah, right. Well, and people park their cars there and
right, I mean,
That's a heavy,
It-
heavy
it-
travel.
it's pretty well something that's,
how many years have we been doing it this way?
I would say, I would like
Rick?
to really keep an eye on it.
Just start
No,
last year,
Next year?
We never
They went straight.
came this way. It was, what was it,
Oh.
McMahon?
Yep,
Yeah,
Right?
man,
They
yep.
came out McMahon's driveway,
and straight across.
Stop.
across, and then across the back this way.
Last year.
So why don't we do that again?
Because McMahon won't let them use the driveway. That's why it ended up having to move it over this way.
That was until last year, and then last one that they went straight across up into the fire station,
They did that last year?
out behind, yeah.
Oh, out behind it
They
though,
went
not in
through the
front,
parking
yeah,
lot out behind.
right, okay.
Right.
I mean, and that was because you guys park over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of this. I'm gonna say that. I would love to see a better way that you could get there. But, I mean, I'd also like to see the other club come and
Actually ask for.
talk with us.
Before they just go and
Right.
stuff up. but
I
don't-
think, just from the conversation that I had, I think that Sean, talking to Rick, thought that that was as far as he had to go with it, not realizing that it should have
Well,
gone to Rick and come to you, not realizing that.
I mean, I did tell Sean, and I told Richard last year when Richard I said, it's fine if they,
You guys always come and ask.
you gotta go to the town.
I mean, your club always comes and asks.
Can I say?
I would like to see them come and I would
That's
really,
because Gene's always got, you better ask.
from my perspective, not only would I like to see them come and talk to us, that would be wonderful. I know it's really close to the beginning of their season. But, I mean, I would say really keep an eye on it. And if we start seeing issues with people parking there or impeding traffic, or you have any issues, if there's one single incident where the fire department can't get to their trucks,
That's be the end.
it's done. Like, done deal.
I would kinda like to make sure Nick, cause that, the groomer obviously makes that pack stuff down. I mean, he's gonna have.
They can't groom across that. They're gonna have to
Being
be,
a groomer, right? He's his big groomer.
Yeah, they're gonna run that room across that,
That,
it packs
you
it
know,
down, yeah.
make-
Just trying to think, the groomer,
They used to go by behind the station, I know. I'm just worried
if they keep the groomer at, over at Brian Giuliano's house, technically, they could just groom to the back of the swamp and turn around. You wouldn't have to come across and turn around, just, you're not grooming the park.
No, I mean, but I knew
Right.
last year
But
they,
if they keep the groomer where Richard's shop is, he has to get to the trail. So one way or another, he's gonna have to come down the road or do something to get to it.
but do they have to, like, I don't know anything about a groomer. Do they have to have the groomer packing snow in order to run it? Or is there an option to move it across there without?
You can drive it on the highway.
So then just don't pack or groom or whatever you want to call it while you're going across that section. to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
that-
no,
No.
like any, just say if there was like a private driveway or something here and the guy says, listen, I don't want you to pack the snow down. They just put the back of it up on wheels and they just roll across it. We have some private
That's what
roads.
they
now.
do that right here.
Yeah.
Going to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I was
they-
saying,
they'd be driving on it, but they wouldn't have the drag down, but they're actually.
Right, and that's what, I mean, as long as it's. Yeah, I'd really like to hear from that club.
well, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but definitely they should come and see us about it. And because, I mean, I don't know, there wasn't any issues last year, so. At all, because we didn't hear anything about it except for the meetings, of course, but.
yeah, I mean, and that's why I said this year,
And they're going between the flagpole and the,
right behind the flag.
They're going behind the flag.
They're on the road. They're up on the road in front of the doors.
Like behind these flagpoles.
Type,
Yeah.
Why don't they just go right in front of the flagpoles?
That's what I'm wondering is why
Yeah.
can't they just use that?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's
Plus the
dippy.
snow from the plows, it's
Yeah,
full of-
oh, yeah, that would just be a,
it's gonna be, that's what's gonna be bad about that. If it's too close to the road, you've got a plow coming through there and it happens to be sleds, that's gonna be issues. I don't care what anybody says. There's gotta be alternatives.
I remember. Mike, could you show the other image we had before? So if they were cutting close to the building, I mean, is there enough where they could try to sneak down this way a little more away from the edge of the building without?
well, I mean.
Oh,
there's not a
boulders
lot of
in
parking, I mean, when you get 10, 12 cars there,
I got you.
you know,
I got you.
um. I mean, granted, it's like twice a month, but just those 2 nights a month we have me, or any day could be a fire and it's full of cars, you know. On fire call, so.
They can, Stacy, I just feel that they can actually come talk to us about this. I mean, it's nice that we can discuss this, but I also talk to you about an alternative, okay? So you just take care of that and then this might fix this whole 9 yards.
The alternative.
Well, it's something that,
Off the record.
Yeah.
Unrelated to this, but I
Yeah.
mean, I would like to see the club come to us. I understand the need for access to the gas. I know for our businesses, it's really important.
And it's
Um,
not just that, it's the Legion. It's, I
It-
mean,
It's multiple businesses.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't wanna look like I'm anti. I
no,
just.
me neither. We need the
Work
Skidooers.
For them with
No,
the
it's every business in town, the way, that's the only access into town right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely put up a whole boatload of signs, do not, like, do not stop, that's not a park, whatever, like, obviously stop at the road crossing. But we don't want to have a group of snowmobiles stop there. Which I'm sure they usually self-govern.
Those trucks, when they leave that station, need every inch of that
Right.
driveway,
A lot of,
every inch of it.
and that's why I say definitely make sure Nick's aware, cause I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to sound anti, but snowmobile pack and they make ice, that's gonna have to be really sanded. If trails are going,
So I guess the thing is, cause I'll get a hold of Sean Selby from the club.
Mhm.
Let him know what's going on. And have to address it at what's next meeting in 2 weeks.
mhm.
Has to address it in 2 weeks to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
We've got a month. I mean, your trailer
Oh, yeah, we got,
doesn't open until mid-December, right? If there's snow.
Yeah,
no, it wouldn't open until.
December 16th, because I have to be
the
after.
16th Would be the earliest, but
It hasn't,
if we had snow for New Year's, I would be happy.
2 inches out there right now.
no, I'm not saying it, I did tell him it, that would work better than the alternative we had last year, but I'm just saying that. I would make it work, but I was under the assumption he had come to you guys and you guys are good with it, so.
Unless I have real amnesia, I mean, like, I just don't,
You don't, we,
I don't remember it, but
Okay, well, whatever.
Thank you all.
thank you, Stacy.
thank you.
Thanks, Stacy.
We'll resolve it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Moving on to the next one, we have a correction to the grand list acreage on Creamery Street property. I'm just gonna stay on the updates. You want to give us the,
So I need to talk that we need to, so Teresa and I were doing some investigating on this, Joel. And we found all the old lister cards on this property list one parcel as half an acre. On the other parcel as 0.34 acres. And that's where they came up with the 0.84. Or 0.8, whatever,
0.84.
0.84.
I didn't hear, what did they list the most as?
They had one, the bigger lot was listed as 0.5. And the smaller lot was listed as 0.34 on every old lister card we found.
Then all the camera reports that used to go through NIMRIC. One says 0.50, the other one says 0.34, which combined would come up to the 0.84 on this parcel.
Which is totally different than you would get when you use the measuring tool on the tax map.
Right.
And the deeds, there's two separate deeds and they don't list the acreage. They just list meets and bounds. That's right? Is that correct?
Right, that's correct. Yep, because I looked at that too.
Well, that's another wrinkle now.
I didn't
I just
know
don't
if
think we can go ahead with that motion.
so we're unable to
That's
take.
why we wanted to ask before we made that motion that if we're gonna do that, or do we need to hold off under?
Yeah, that's too much of a, yeah. We don't need to do this
That's-
tonight.
Is this, okay, so we're just gonna
I mean-
table that? So
I
then,
mean, you can
Yeah,
table it,
that's
or
good.
if you want, I mean, unless you wanna make it, cause it does say that it's up to, it's pending approval of the paid assessor. So if he
Right,
says,
but there's
no,
too
it
many
already
things
includes that."
wrong.
Okay,
There's too many things wrong that we're not in agreement on.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then I guess you can skip that.
We're gonna table that. And then we can go to the appointment of the cemetery commissioner. So as everybody, we've talked a few times. There are vacancies on our cemetery commissioner, so only one so far wanted to.
Well, I just happened to see John when he was in here yesterday downstairs, and I said, do you mind if we appoint you so we actually have somebody? And he kind of said, yeah, I guess it's fine. Yeah, go ahead and appoint me. So I said, well, good, you're it.
So John Manning's willing to be appointed as a cemetery commissioner. He has been kind of
He's been
doing it
he
all
was the
along.
cemetery commissioner. He just didn't run for re-election this year.
That's right. We're gonna get everybody getting those in.
All right.
Then
so
I'd like to make, go ahead, Gene, yeah.
John Manning, a cemetery commissioner till the next town meeting.
And a second.
Second,
So the date.
Well, hurry up before you change his
Just
mind.
I should have read that before. I'm
Thank you,
still-
John.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, did you make that forever? I don't think you can legally do that.
Did we put forever? I think I said forever.
Put that in the minutes.
Okay.
Add that in later.
By the way,
Make the
John,
motion and write PS forever.
So we have
Hmm.
an affirmation of a lien discharge.
right, you guys signed, it came in after the last meeting and it was something that the attorney needed for a property closing. So we did it via, you guys signed off on it, but you just need to affirm it. It was an old lien that just never been discharged and needed to be taken care of. So, and you guys did sign it and everything. So I just need you to affirm that decision.
I'll make a motion to affirm the board's decision to sign the Duke lien release agreement dated October 16th, 2025.
And a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bill, burn policy update.
I just talked to Rick a little bit, and we're gonna get together here shortly and go over it, him and Walt and I.
Perfect. Personnel policy update. I'm typing away, so we still got some work to do on that before I send you guys the drafty draft.
Okay,
Pay orders. Want to hand me a stack? I apparently need to make my eye appointments in the afternoon because these are my new bifocals and they just ain't working for me.
Trade them in.
You know, they don't give you much money.
Go get contacts. They'll work better.
No, because I can't wear the bifocal contacts. They give me double vision.
you sure that that's the problem? Just saying.
Keep it up, I'm gonna throw the stack of paper at you.
While you guys are signing, I'll just kind of give you a couple quick updates on stuff. So we did start the helical piles for the wastewater treatment building arrived today and they started installing them. And so that hopefully will keep that project moving along. We have been approved for our first reimbursement underneath the FEMA damages for about $140,000, which we should be getting back in, which will go back on the credit line. We have still outstanding on that.
Good catch.
Another one I
What do
want to
they
tell you
call
is
funeral pyre?
helical piles, HELICA.
Islands.
I,
It's because they have a screw, basically they get screwed in the ground,
HELI.
CAL.
Giant screws.
There you go. Here.
Yep.
A second.
But they put the building on top of.
How far down do they go, Mike?
About that far.
Well, they're all different because they have certain heights, they have, certain depths they have to get to, but it's like 11 is I think the shortest one, and I think it's like 21 feet is the longest one, because they come in sections, and they just add sections till they
Yeah.
get the right depth. Joel and I went down and viewed that today, and it was
It's interesting,
interesting to watch. I took some photos, Joel took some photos, I'll post something on Facebook.
Nice.
Still,
The engineering started on the 10 Mile Square Bridge this week. And Nick was going to, I'm not sure if they've done it if they did it today or if it's next week. He is going to be doing a test hole dig for the engineer out there. So that is moving on. I'm waiting, find out, I'm gonna be meeting with FEMA again. So the 3 culverts that they pulled out of our projects that have to get permitted are now 2 of the 3 they're gonna put back in the projects. We get paid for them, and then they're gonna create some other project. I don't know. That has just been an in, out, 20 zillion different things, and I still have no idea what we have to do. I've submitted the packet from FEMA with all of their questions to the state twice and have gotten no response. So I'm going to have to figure out who else we can contact, because he's supposedly the head guy over that department and he's not even responding. So I'm not quite sure who to get a hold of if it's not him. We're gonna work on that. I'm gonna be submitting our reimbursement, our first reimbursement under MERP, and I had a discussion with her this week for our projects here, and she's fine with our timeline on that we get it out to bid this winter and finish next summer, and the state's fine with that timeline.
I'm sure everybody saw our bond.
Our bond vote passed, and so we will be submitting. I've already got most of the state's grant or loan application completed on that. I had a couple things I had to look up in our audit that has to get put in there. And then that one will be ready to submit. And then I just have to kind of upload the same information to the USDA application. But that one, they're not working now. So whether we submit it today or when the government reopens, it's not gonna make one bit of difference because they're not gonna look at it anyway. I did have a meeting yesterday with one of the property owners for the easement for the water line, and I met with them and with Nate. And so Aldridge and Elliott is going to have somebody out walking their property with them to kind of go over the easements and what we can do. It did come up that you guys heard at the other meeting the other night. We may not even be relocating that line. We may just be replacing right next to what's there, because they've classified all that land up there as wetlands. And so it will require a wetlands construction permit from the state. And they're talking $100,000 application, permit fees.
But not such, Mike, if we use the same trail as where
We use the same one, it won't be like that, because then it's just replacing what we already have. And
Is-
so
it might
There a
be.
map somewhere that shows exactly where they said is wetlands and what isn't?
I guess there probably is. Nate would have that information because he's the one who told me that the state has classified pretty much everything up there as wetlands. And
It's all why to be.
probably why
wetlands.
it's where our water comes from, so there's probably a reason.
Luckily, it's wetlands.
Yeah, at least there's water.
Mhm.
And so they're looking at the alternatives, what is the best route. I mean, the problem we've got with the current transmission line is some of it runs on top of the ground. I mean, it literally goes like this over boulders.
Sorry to wake you there, Bill.
The news.
Are you napping?
No, I was looking at. They was studying.
Reported it as wastewater
Treatment. Did they get it wrong?
every time they reported it.
Oh, well, hey, and I sent it to her last night too, because we had
On
to report.
WCAX.
Yes, WCAX.
yeah.
Well, and then she sends me a message. I hate to say this, but I got back to my room. I put my pajamas on. I sat down to my computer and I have another email from her. Would you mind going on Zoom and doing this? I'm like, no, I would not. And then I see, the poor Barry town manager, they got him on there, he's got his hair sticking out, it's like probably rolling out of bed. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
I just saw him.
I was like, yeah.
Send me to makeup and hair for her.
Like, not getting dressed again to do this. No, you don't care about our bond vote or any of our votes any other time. There was just nothing on the ballot yesterday. Said nothing to report on.
Right, yeah.
I don't need to see people remind me that it's winter. Right here, winter cut, winter blend. Yay, winter. Go winter.
What's the snowmobile trail?
That was the creamery.
Oh my God.
A lot of feet.
I actually couldn't tell you.
I do the motion.
I'm thinking 8.
So they need, let's say they would need 8 feet minimum.
I'm thinking, I couldn't answer that question. I think it's 8 feet.
No, I don't.
Does.
The width of a snowmobile trail.
I think quite a-
I think it's wider than that is.
I'm not
Probably
sure.
closer to 12.
Is it that wide?
8 feet's not very big.
So.
I was thinking 10, 12.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you have to be able to put 2 of them, like,
We thought it
One of
was
the
an-
lot.
they can narrow them up and make it one.
Right.
It's very
we
much-
thought it was an
Is
area.
it that wide, 12? I never.
Then when I look back in all of the old files, it shows 2 separate lots.
Maybe it's not.
Who owns
Had
that?
It's,
The other?
I think it's at least 8 and it's gotta be.
One match.
And they usually got a foot in between the sleds.
Match one of the lots.
That's right.
One of
Oh.
the groomer.
By measuring it on the map. And if you look in the old listers,
I don't know how wide the groom was at, but you gotta be able to meet
That's
side
the-
by side on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
both of them
You're gonna-
comes up.
Actual,
If the groom
Google
was
it.
cut
The map.
on one and
But
not the other.
Google
So
it.
we're not sure. Is
We're
it
not sure
Matt?
exactly what
If there's
right.
snowmobile trail.
Grand list
Feet
issue.
minimum.
Is that what, where is that? You said?
I'm pretty good at measurements.
Hey,
I
Teresa,
said, I said 8. So there you go, huh?
You also
hey,
know
Mike,
there's 2 inches of snow out there.
can I get the deeds? Can
You're
somebody
going-
send the deeds for those 2 properties to me?
Maybe.
Teresa, could you send the deeds to those 2 properties to me?
For a price.
How much?
We can't,
not
we,
right.
we cannot allow bribery here.
Yes, I can. I'll do it in the morning. Is that okay?
For
Yeah.
$50.
You'll
No,
be
I
here
want
in
it
the
right
morning
now.
anyways, won't you?
Yeah.
Do you need
Did we
them
get a time
tonight?
tomorrow?
I've
No,
not
I'm
heard.
just kidding.
Yeah, no, well, you're in here tomorrow.
That's what I said.
I don't know
What
when.
time?
Beavers are gone.
I don't know, 5 of them apparently.
Bringing back.
The rascal. I think we should have got Bob Orr. Mountain Man.
Yeah, I'll get them tomorrow when I come in, Teresa. Don't send them to me.
Okay. I looked in there too, and it just had meets and bounds.
Well, I'd like to know, but when you do meets and
10
bounds,
a.m.
there's a certain distance.
Oh, I see.
They
Okay.
tell you how, go in this direction for so many
Mhm.
feet, and I'd like to match that with what the tax map shows.
You're gonna be 10 a.m.
Hey, Teresa, is our oil fixed already for this?
I'm sorry, Mike,
10 a.m. is tomorrow.
I don't know if you guys
10?
approved it or not.
We haven't gotten quotes yet.
You haven't?
No, we haven't been
Still didn't
provided,
get it.
not to my knowledge.
Oh, I thought those had to been in by
10
now.
a.m.
10 a.m.
That might have
Okay.
been something that Mike did.
Quotes for what?
What?
For our oil for the
Prices?
year. We get quotes yet for our oil for the,
Well, we're going with oil supply again. Yeah.
but we didn't get a quote for the year for
Oh, what?
gallon, price per gallon.
Oh, I could tell you.
No, it's not a bad, I just know, do you know that we did it though? We've already, okay.
So that's one of those things that you can do now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it, we don't have to do anymore. He did it.
Yeah, but they sent us a notice today.
Well, the only thing is I'm curious to what we're paying now, to what I pay.
Be prepared.
I thought we already had that, which.
We just
okay.
discussed it. We haven't done it. The
No.
ones at the, I
Log Hills in.
the depot need
No.
to be replaced. I don't know about one here, but they have to have 2 fill holes to this. that.
Didn't
Maybe that's when we were.
Didn't we already get that information?
Yeah, but we have not done the work.
Oh, we
And
didn't
we have to
do the
pay for
work.
that. So we will probably be putting that in the budget. So, because that won't be like a $500 item. This is gonna
No,
be.
so,
Cause they
so you're
changed
not
the
gonna,
rules on
you don't
us.
have to do it till next spring? You don't
We're
do
gonna
this?
have to do it. We're gonna do it as soon as we can get it, but remember, it'll be in next year's budget,
Well,
probably.
that's what I'm saying. So it's not getting done.
It's not gonna be
like
done. in
this-
the
It
next-
won't be done in November and December.
No,
It'll be done after January 1st.
right, yeah.
But we're gonna be able to get that scheduled,
We'll be paying that.
cause everybody's that far in. Fun.
Yes, I just got their letter today. But we must do this.
That's what happens when you change the rules. But will we be able to fuel deliver between now and then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not hard.
They didn't red tag it.
We'll bring 5 gallons at a time.
I got 100 gallon deep diesel pumper.
There you
I'll
go.
do it that way.
It's not like we don't have a leak or anything. It's just we have to upgrade to the new.
Right, because
So it's-
they made changes to the requirements.
We had to do ours a couple of years ago.
Excuse
I had to replace mine a couple years ago because it was maybe gonna leak.
Maybe.
me.
You should paint them. They won't rust.
It was painted profusely. You know who used to own my house. It was painted probably 10 times a year.
Oh, God, that would have leaked a long time.
It might have only had paint holding it together. Because when they touched it, yeah, that's only paint. I'm like, oh. We'll get right on that. Oh, what a day. Oh, and Mike and I went up and visited one of our properties today and walked around and came up with brainchild ideas for what may never happen.
They forgot to put her on it.
But we're gonna put me on it, so I gotta go roam around the land some more. Maybe with a gun.
Sell it.
Whoa.
Yeah, oh, Joel.
No, that's not on my priority list unless you sell it to me. Get the crap out of me.
You all right?
What's going on here?
I thought he was really having some kind of health issues there for a minute.
So this-
It is one of those things. Well, I could say the thing that we do have to look at. I know it's got great potential. Do we have the capacity and the ability to finance that, maintain that?
Oh, I know.
Or would those funds be better put to use in other infrastructure that we already own?
I know.
In our parks and our other trail that we already have?
The
And,
most of good property.
Oh.
I mean, it's nice and everything, but it's something we have to consider. We're already stretched to the max when it comes to trying to take care of everything we own. Is this something else we want to take on? I mean, is there enough of a benefit to the town to do that? Or is it a better
Let me
benefit
slide that one.
just to sell it, put the money towards something else that we need? I mean, we have tennis courts, we have hiking trails, we have walking trails, we have
I know.
equipment, we have all that stuff that needs money.
CLC, right?
And
We
so-
could also give up most of Moyswood Road too.
True, does save us on the maintenance budget.
We only maintained that corner though.
We maintain up to that. We don't plow it for snow, but we maintain.
Oh, okay.
So yes, that tree that was down, we have to send Nick to go up and take that tree out of there. So that's road crew member time.
You'll take it down, Mark.
It's already smashed up on my truck driving over it.
You little, with your chainsaw.
But I have one of those. Carry it with me. You never know when you're gonna run into one of those situations. We just drove over the top of it with my big giant truck.
It was only a tree about that.
All right.
You had to put that in, huh?
It's not really,
It makes it sound like she has an F-350.
No.
I call, I call it the truckish because it's not really a truck. It just thinks it's one.
Her big truck could fit in the bed of a real big truck.
Yes.
Oh, come on, everybody, leave it alone.
I mean, it is tiny. It's truckish. It's not really a truck.
Still a truck.
Yeah, the license plate says truck on it.
But you can just get.
Just to remind the truck that it's a truck.
I really want to go get a Vandy plate that actually says truckish.
Little match.
Okay, so those are all done?
Yep.
So we have the minutes that need to be approved from our last meeting. We have no?
We had no minutes. We completely forgot that Teresa wasn't at the meeting, so none of us went back and
We
watched
will
the made minutes. So
Table that.
get it next time.
And we have other business. No other business? Do we have a need for an executive session?
Do not.
We do not.
I'll make a motion. Sure.
I'll second it.
Before everybody else speaks.
All in favor?
Aye.
I guess, I guess we know exactly what it takes to wake everybody up. On